Hello, everyone. I'm Errol Porter, and welcome to TV20. And this is Make It in Cleveland, brought to you by the good people at Cleveland's Economic Development Department. All right. I'm so happy today. Once again, I get to sit across from a future millionaire. How are you?
Amen.
All
I'm
right.
good. How
Speaking
are
that,
you?
right?
I'm in agreement.
This is Brittany Lee from House of B Jewels. How are you today?
I'm great. I'm great.
Now, tell us real quick, what is House of B Jewels?
House of B Jewels is a jewelry store slash business that offers affordable luxury. I am a GIA certified jeweler, and I've been in the jewelry business for a long time. And what I understood is that a lot of people don't understand the actual specifics when it comes to jewelry, the quality when it comes to jewelry. They understand, oh, this is cheap or this is expensive. They don't understand that medium. So I created House of B Jewels to create a medium where we have that affordable luxury. Like, you know, when you like nice things, but you want it to last. I figured out a way to make that become a reality. So that's what House of B Jewels is.
See you over here blinging now and dishing out jewelry education.
It's very important. It's very important.
See, people used to just throwing on the bling and walking and not knowing what they're wearing. So
Absolutely.
you take a little more time to dig into what this jewelry represents and what it means then, right?
Absolutely.
Now you design? Do you design?
I
or
do.
Okay.
It's my favorite part of the actual jewelry business. I do make custom pieces, which took me a long time to learn. Took me a long time to learn the metals, the stones, and things of that nature. So we do custom, and we do it at a reasonable price, and then we can go because jewelry is like unlimited.
Right.
We can go to any kind of quality you want.
Now you talk about designing jewelry and creating it on your own. You literally bending.
Oh my God.
Like,
So I've taken several metalworking classes.
Right.
I've made several pieces.
Wow.
At this point, I don't like to do that. I love to have my nails done. Prior to having House of B Jewels, I was a nail tech.
Right.
When I took these classes, you could not wear nails, and I looked like I worked on cars.
Right.
So what I have done is hired jewelers for me. I design the pieces and they make them.
Oh, that's the best way to do it. Now, people who meet you for the first time, explain who Brittany Lee is.
I don't know. So I've changed so much drastically over the years. I'm celebrating my 9-year anniversary. We just celebrated April 24th.
Okay.
Throughout the business, I had one child, now I have 3. I've gotten married. I graduated college, all this stuff. So from the beginning, it was always, I am Brittany, I'm a woman on a mission.
Right.
I'm still on this mission, but I feel like I just want to more educate people.
So what drives you? I mean, you have to juggle business, being a wife, so you have kids also. What drives you and how do you manage all of that?
Oh, Lord. My inspiration, like what gets me up going in the morning, is just to be, I just need my children to see what it's like to be a dream chaser, to be a goal-getter, like to understand that you can have your own business and it can be successful. I saw my parents doing it when I was young, and I guess in the back of my mind, I never actually wanted to be an entrepreneur, but it is so true. When you see your parents doing things, you kind of mimic it.
Absolutely.
And somehow I ended up in the jewelry business. Never would have thought that, but that's what my dad and my mom did.
It's great too. You make your own schedule.
Absolutely.
Don't have to answer to anybody.
Absolutely.
It's awesome. So what kind of challenges, I'm sure you've, along the way, kind of obstacles did you have to hurdle over?
Well, you say make your own schedule, which is true when you're an entrepreneur, but sometimes I feel like I work way harder. Sometimes I feel like, would it just be easier to go to work? But it is very rewarding, very rewarding. Some challenges, I'll say in the jewelry business, I'll just be specific with my niche. Is it a very male-dominated part of the actual business? So it's just challenging for me for people to take me serious.
Right.
For people to, include me because I don't look like the average jeweler. It's not a lot of Black women jewelers in the business,
Right.
and they don't necessarily take you serious. So that has been one of my biggest obstacles.
So you actually have like a certification, you said, in jewelry. I didn't know you could get that. So
Absolutely.
you're jewelry professional. Tell us about that certification, what that took to get.
So something along the lines of if you had a wedding ring and you wanted to get it certified or insured and things of that nature, you would have to take that to someone who has certification. They'll be able to grade your ring. They'll be able to give you a class and everything. They'll be able to provide a whole what you would call, I can't even think of the word, but they'll be able to grade your diamond. And then that is what you would present to your insurance to insure your jewelry.
Wow.
That has to be certified diamond dealer. Like you have to have certification to be able to do those things.
Wow.
Just because when I first started, I had no idea what I was doing. And I'm not really into just, trying to figure it out. I really wanted to know exactly what it is, what I'm doing, what I'm offering people, and I really wanted to be able to educate people, but I also had to educate myself.
Right. Now you don't have to pound the pavement like you would have back in the day when I was trying to sell jewelry. Social media gives you a big boost. Right?
Absolutely.
So how are you using social media to push your business?
So I really started my business on social media. I probably had maybe $200 in inventory, made my own website, and just started taking pictures, started creating content, started reaching out to influencers, people that were fashionable or people I really like their style. Like I was like, oh, she's so cute. I think she should wear my necklace. And I would just stalk people on social media, not necessarily like scary, but like I would send them DMs like, hey girl, you're so cute. I wonder if I can send you, anything that you may have liked on my page, in exchange for a shout out. But that was 9 years ago. Now it's completely different.
So you did, so it paid off then?
It did. It helped tremendously.
Now you get a lot of volume of people going to the website now?
I do. And also what helped was when I first started, and still now to this day, I used to do pop-ups everywhere.
Okay.
I would go all over the United States to do pop-ups.
All right, that's what I was talking about. So when you reached out, and you're putting your business together, and we have so many tools here with the City of Cleveland's Economic Development Department, how do they help you achieve what you have achieved so far?
So I believe my 7th year, going into my 8th year, I was approached to apply for the Glen Village location, in which I always wanted a storefront. I just didn't know how it was going to happen. So this became an opportunity for me to open up a store, to really really experience having a store. Having online and having an actual store open to the public is completely different. The Glen Village is like an incubator program, which allows business owners to basically learn how to actually run an actual storefront. So that opportunity has blessed me beyond measure.
So they're walking up into your place just like K Jewelers? Well, that's the competition. I'm not going to mention that anymore. But in any other jewelry store, walk in, things are on display and all that, right?
Absolutely.
So, all right, come check it out. And where's that located?
We are at 1400 East 105th Street. I always say it's close to the VA hospital, but it's 105 in Ashbury.
So 105 in Ashbury for you viewers out there. Glen Village. That is. So check her out. The House of B Jewels. So I know it's a lot of bling when you walk in there. So I need some sunglasses going in. What kind of advice would you give to the young people out there who want to start an online business?
So online business seems like it's so easy. Everybody's doing it. But the difference between it being easy and it being successful is just the actual consistency.
Right.
Having great customer service, building relationships. Because when you don't actually have a physical store where someone can see, your customers have to trust you.
Right.
So just building relationships with your customers, building relationships with whoever you are using as an influencer, and just having great connections with your web developer, your whoever's making your graphics, And don't be afraid to make content. Like everything is content. And don't be afraid to put yourself out there.
Are you planning on doing it like every year? Are you going to conventions? Do they have jewelry conventions?
Absolutely, absolutely. They have them all throughout the United States.
So how often do you do that?
I do them once a year.
Once a year, okay. Once a year. That is absolutely awesome. And I see, does the rest of the family bling like you?
Absolutely.
Everybody in her family is shiny.
Except for my husband, he doesn't necessarily like stones, but he loves gold. My kids, the baby has jewelry, the 2-year-old has jewelry, the 10-year-old has jewelry.
All right. Now, what's the difference between all of the different types of gold? Because, you know, people looking at, oh, mine's 10 karat, I got 14 karat. And so what's the difference between all of them?
The difference is the pureness. When I say I have affordable luxury, I start with 0.925 sterling silver with like rhodium plating or gold plating, which is like one of the nicest metal that you'll be able to get without breaking the bank.
And it won't change colors on you?
So this is the thing. I always tell people, when you have silver that is plated in gold, it might not necessarily maintain the color, but it really depends on how you take care of it.
Now, how would you take care of a piece of jewelry without, you know, changing color so fast?
If you live in it, it may change colors.
So don't wear it to bed or in the shower.
But I always tell people, this is the thing, regardless if it's silver or 14 karat or 24 karat gold, jewelry is so soft that it's not supposed to be made to live in. I feel like if you have gold and diamonds or sterling silver and CZs, take it off. Because eventually it will break because it's soft. Eventually a stone will get loose because that's what it does. So, you know, take care of your jewelry.
Let's talk about your stalking again, all right? Who have you reached out? Have you found someone out there like a big name and like, oh my God, they just wore my jewelry, took a picture? Like, who out there has been wearing your stuff and showing it off?
Well, when I first started off, Angela Simmons had came here to Cleveland. She was doing a fashion show. So I was like, oh my God, I gotta go to the fashion show. I called off work. I'm like, forget this job. If I get Angela Simmons in my jewelry,
it's over with. Right.
So I actually made contact with her, and when she responded back, she actually had a website that was made just for Black business owners, in which you were able to put your products on. And when people ordered, you just had to ship them out. So that opened up a huge opportunity for me.
So she included you on her website?
Absolutely. Wow, and she wore the jewelry. She shouted me out. She never charged me. And that's what I talk about, building relationships is super important.
It is. That is awesome. That's awesome. So what's next for you when it comes to, what do you want to do next? You got the store, the online business. What do you want to do next?
So I have a new venture in which I've been, I guess, dealing with for a very long time. It's wholesale. Everybody wants to know, am I able to buy House of B Jewels and put it in my store? Am I able to buy House of B Jewels and put it on my online store? And absolutely, I've been working on the wholesale back end part. I've also been working on relaunching the baby jewelry since we have a new edition. So we're working on her line, and those are the two main things that I've really been working on, and just producing content for a long time.
Go back, you said the baby jewelry, that's your baby's jewelry line?
Yes, I have a 5-month-old. She's almost 6 months. So
she's
I always
an entrepreneur already. Your people are lazy.
I put them to work. No,
right, 5 months old. She's working already.
Well, she's just my motto for now.
Still, that's work. That is beautiful. That include the family.
Absolutely.
For one, and trying to leave a legacy, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So,
that's the reason why I started.
Now, how much support has your husband given you?
Well, he has no choice.
Right.
He's amazing. He's my IT.
Okay.
I guess I don't reuse what he says. Like anytime I'm having an issue on, you know, my website or shipping something out, or I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing. He's so calm and like level-headed. He's like, take a minute. You're not even reading. So he usually helps me with anything technology. He gives me ideas. He's super creative. He has his own business as well. He's also a pastor, but he's super creative, really dope, and he really blesses me with ideas. He helps me with IT for sure. Just anything and everything I may need. Definitely, especially with the kids.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we balance each other out.
Definitely a blessing. So what advice, once again, before we leave with one of those cameras, and just what would you like to say to the people out there?
As far as advice as an entrepreneur, just, you know what, I'll just say this. When it comes to like balancing motherhood and business, one of the 3 things that I think is super important is to don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be afraid to accept help, and really learn how to delegate. Those have been the things that I've been dealing with and working with that has truly blessed my life and actually dramatically blessed my business.
Wow. So we here at City of Cleveland are very proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm going to continue to monitor your success.
Absolutely.
And send me a whole bunch of bling.
Yeah, right? You need a care package.
Absolutely. I need a care package of bling. I can shout out my girl. House of B. Brittany Lee, so proud of you, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
All right, thank you guys for watching. Hey, be inspired, and you too can make it in Cleveland.